sadly, one of the aircraft that crashed had 2 people on board who both lost their lives, which is obviously terrible. We were trying to show that it was basically trying to inspire people to see what adventures they could do by flying, and we knew that Malta was a long way. It sort of rhymed with Monos to Malta, and we just thought it would be an amazing adventure, and the airport were happy to let us land there as well, which was great, and everything was going extremely well. We were having the time of our lives. To be honest, we were having the best time. Family were flying out to see us in Malta, and then we were going to have a few days in Malta, sort of enjoying the island, and then fly home again. Was the plan, and it was just a really awful, tragic accident that over the space of just a few seconds. So we've provided the authorities with all of our cameras and audio equipment. We were obviously filming ourselves to sort of show the adventure, and it was all just going so well. But we've given the authorities all of our stuff now to sort of show them what happened and try and help them. Like I said, there's been a lot of misreporting of collisions and things, but the aircraft were nowhere near each other. They were maybe half a mile apart. They were absolutely nowhere near each other. So there's just someone on the ground obviously jumping to a conclusion and it maybe being lost in translation. But that's not what happened. It was just a really sad incident that led to another sad incident a few seconds later. But they weren't at all. They weren't linked as such by anything like a collision. It wasn't that at all. But Andrew was a really excellent guy. He was a good pilot, and it's just extremely sad. He was a really lovely person, and he was having the time of his life. The night before, we probably had possibly the best day of our lives the day before, and the trip was amazing. And he was really thankful and grateful to be involved in it. So it's really been awful. And we've basically spent the whole time since in the police station. So I'm trying to help the authorities. So one aircraft, the first aircraft to crash, did a very good forced landing, and he managed to get out of the aircraft almost completely unhurt. And he's just got a very small scratch on his arm, and a bit of bruising where the straps are. Your seatbelt. Mm-hmm. But he managed to get out and walk away, which unfortunately we didn't know at the time. We just had to fly home. Well, we had to fly back to the airfield we'd taken off of sort of 15 minutes earlier, and get back. So we didn't know what the situation was. We only found out later.